Howdy everyone, Jeffrey here. So, special needs slash people with disabilities, they're around us every single day and across the world. Whether you notice them, all the time, or they're even kind of more undercover. People across the world do have them and are present every single day. I can say as somebody who actually has a brother that it's a challenge for some people out there. But there's some organizations that are actually trying to help make a difference for special needs individuals. So today I'm going to talk about an organization that actually hits close to me, the Special Olympics. And I'm going to persuade you on how to hopefully volunteer for them in the future if you have the opportunity, because I think it's a wonderful thing to do. So I am credible to speak on this topic as I've done extensive research for weeks, and like I said, I have actually personally volunteered for 3 years when I'm back in my middle school years back in Cedar Hill, Texas. So I saw firsthand how this event runs, how it operates, and the memories that it makes. So I'm talking about like the individuals themselves and the needs that the Special Olympics is trying to do, and at the end, hopefully show you the pros and cons of it and help persuade you. So let's first discuss the people themselves. So kind of like I mentioned, they're everywhere. The WHO, or my bad I should say, the CDC actually says that 1 in 4 Americans have some sort of disability. This could be minor, such as, just a little bit of like brain cognitivity, to more severe things like autism, palsy, and like my brother has OCD and Tourette syndrome. And up to 27% around people around the world actually are now deemed to have it. Now we know in some foreign countries like Africa, India, and stuff, it might not be as accurate, but there's been countless studies across the world from different organizations that's kind of what we've got up to. And the WHO now actually estimates that 1.3 billion people on Earth have it. As you know, we have almost 8 billion people now, so that's a really good chunk. Again, not all these are as severe as some people may seem them to be, but again, that's what they have classified as people who actually have them. So let's talk about the needs that they are trying to do and help there. So first, like I said, we were talking about who the people are themselves. So the main needs they're trying to help is they're going to try to help improve health. So as you know, health is such a big factor in the world that we are in currently. Whether it be a normal human being or somebody with disabilities, health can make a big difference. So, and the CDC did a study a few years ago on how special needs individuals actually have health issues. Perfect example, my brother, he has a little bit of heart issues every once in a while, and also just had brain surgery because he's had a little bit of brain issues. So this helps prove, and also from other individuals I know, that there's actually health issues that are arising. And so the Special Olympics have actually created a special organization, a subsidiary kind of, still part of them now. They're helping, provide health services across the world. They have gone to almost all the continents, whether it be Africa, South America, North America, etc., providing, physicals, medical supplies, and more. And like the National Library of Medicine actually did a study on how this was specifically proving to help individuals that they help. These people are actually seeing a healthier increase in their health. So another main point is going to be participation in how they're helping. So I know we all grew up in middle school and probably knew somebody who maybe wasn't all there or that. And we all know that participation is really hard for people who are not, I guess, as America would classify it, normal. These individuals, might get bullied out, might not be allowed to, do football like they want to just because, they're not out there, they cannot classify. The College Sports Scholarship did a study back in 2021 about that 1/4 of individuals who have special needs were actually not able to participate in sports. It could be more than that, but it was, again, not a major study, just, talking to a few others. But 1/4 is still crazy, I personally have not ever met a special needs individual who actually did sports, at a high school, middle school, or elementary. Since most of them usually are going to have to go to a secondary school, a secondary classroom, and might only get PE or more. So one of the things they're trying to do is help with the participation, getting people to actually get out and have fun. They're allowed to do almost every single type of sport, whether that be, basketball, track, and more. And their biggest thing is they're trying to make sure everything's accessible for everyone. My bad, I'm gonna slide it up a little bit. So at the end of the day, I'm just really trying to talk to you about trying to get you to participate in the event and volunteer. There's several things you can do. One of the main solutions they're looking for is just more volunteers. It happens all throughout the world, and mostly in the USA. There are some that are down in San Antonio. The one that I personally use the volunteers up in Cedar Hills, the North Texas region. The West Texas market does not really have one. The closest one out here is actually going to be down in San Antonio. So some steps that you can do is you can simply go to their website, find their nearest office. You can contact an individual via there on the phone, and they're eventually going to get back to you with more contact information. It could be within a few seconds, or minutes I should say, or it can be in a few weeks. Since it does usually happen around one time a year. So let's also talk about real fast for the speech about the results that this is really helping make. So what the results are, volunteering can help. First, you volunteering can help make a difference for people. Some people are going to be really happy. You're going to help make lifelong memories for these kids and adults. Most of these people have never got to go do something major. They've never got to hang out with, a bunch of other people. They've never seen people actually cheer for them, root for them. And with this, you're getting to help them participate. Like I said, they do everything from running, basketball, you name it. There's, I believe, over 27 different sports they do offer right now. So it's a wide range, it's not just limited to one person. One of the coolest things I think they do is the blind race, actually. All individuals who are blind are able to use a special, a rope that they actually chase along to track their times, because, normally you would not be able to do that. And you're helping create lifelong memories, like I said. You're gonna be happy, they're gonna be happy. It's some of the coolest things you've ever get to do. It makes you feel really good down inside that you're actually gonna help. So, what will happen if we don't, if you don't help, they don't get enough volunteers? Well, first, they're not gonna be able to do the event as much anymore. Kids might start feeling sadder because, they might start limiting the event. They might not offer it in here, they might not offer it in there. And also, they're just gonna be limited on what they wanna do, Where there's only so much activities that the individuals can do on a daily basis. And, more and more, they don't get to do as much. So with events, even just as simple as these, they are able to get something to do. So, my bad. So at the end of the day, like I said, today I've talked to you, of course, how about about all the special needs and all the stuff and all the volunteer work they do. I've talked to you about the individuals themselves, how they can improve their health, how we can help improve their health and how to improve their participation. I am hoping that I persuade you to hopefully volunteer in the future. I know I've said it countless times, but it's such a great event to volunteer. I would highly recommend it if you have a chance, even if it's just one. You're gonna help make a big difference and help create thousands of memories that will go on until the day they die. Listen, I already mentioned how to help. This is the nearest one to us, would be the San Antonio region, also Cedar Hill / North Texas, which is the other one. So, like I said, call your local office or via email or phone, does not really matter, and hopefully that'll help convince you to join and volunteer sometime.